Well, Corey, I can't believe we're almost at the end of the year here. I mean, just a few short weeks away here, and it will be 2025. And this may be the very last presentation that we have on our special 2024 NGC Flag Core Silver Eagles. Now, these are perfectly graded and certified in Mint State 70. They are the absolute lowest price we've had on the American Silver Eagle for the entire year of 2024, even with silver up this year roughly 25% from the beginning of the year. We have these individually, and we have the 20 coin box, which is by far the best value, but we don't have them for long. Like I said, we will be switching soon to the 2025 Silver Eagles, which are just around the corner.
Yep. You know, the Mint they'll start producing them probably towards the end of this month. Of course, they won't ship any of them to the authorized purchaser until after the first of the year, but we'll generally start our pre-sale offers sometimes in November. And without a doubt, you mentioned this is the best price we've had on a certified 70 grade Silver Eagle this year. But when you look at the exclusive flag core holder we've been offering since around 2019, now that flag, the depiction of it in the holder, it'll change, you know, subtly. It's always, of course, red, white, and blue, Old Glory. But this one, we were just commenting on it. I really like the wavy flag, and the colors are very bright on this year. It's very prominent, and it's always one of the most sought-after NGC holders that we're able to offer exclusive to CSN. And you mentioned the best price all year. This is the most affordable option on a flag core holder, perfectly graded Silver Eagle we've ever offered. So you go back 5 years. You mentioned just since January of this year, Kevin, silver's up over 25%. In fact, here in 2024, it's the first time silver's touched over $30 an ounce since 2013. It's been 11 years. And now it's even had here very recently in the last week or two, crossed over $32 an ounce at times. So $59.95, and I want to right away point out really what is the option here. You get that 20 coin box, Kevin, at $1,149. That's bringing it below $58 a coin.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. By far the best value that we've had all year and in several years on the American Silver Eagle, certified in perfect Mint State 70 in our special flag core label. That is absolutely stunning. You see it on the screen here. Operators are standing by, and our website, csnmint.com, is available. Now, we do offer the 20 coin certified Mint State 70 each and every coin. Now, how does it get to this special holder? How does it become certified for eternity in your collection, always and forever, in a perfect grade of 70, the highest grade a coin can achieve? The higher the grade, the more it's worth. Well, not all of the Silver Eagles will achieve 70. And the reason being is the U.S. Mint, when they produce the Mint State Silver Eagle, it's also called the bullion version or the uncirculated version. There's several names for those. Now, they are placed on top of each other, the coins, in tubes of 20. I have a tube here, and these coins are put in boxes, the monster boxes you've seen us talk about and show before. But here's the tube of 20. Now, you can hear in here, there's a little play. You hear that?
Yep.
You can hear those. Now, those are shipped from the U.S. Mint to the authorized purchasers, to dealers, to grading companies. Now, there are 3 different professional graders that need to look at each and every one of these coins. This is a 20 coin tube right here. Not all of these will get 70, not all by far. No. So you're getting the absolute best of the best. All of the graders will each individually look under these coins under a high-power microscope. Again, the transfer from the Mint to the bullion distributors, to dealers, to retailers, to grading services, those all take time and effort and movement. And what happens is those 20 coin tubes are opened up, and 3 different graders all need to agree and certify. If one says it's not a 70, it's not a 70. It's a 69 or a 68 or below, depending on how much travel, what's going on in that short life of this coin, traveling all across the country. So it is a process we guarantee, and you are getting each and every coin rest and be assured you've got perfect 70 grades. You've got them at the lowest price that we've been able to do all year and in several years in this flag core label. Nothing is more beautiful than that American flag. And this year's label, you're right, Corey, is absolutely stunning. So if it's your first time or your fifth time, $59.95 individually. The 20 coin box brings it down to $57 and change it at $11.49, the biggest value by far. You are on the 20 coin packs going to receive the custom CSN box holder for you, and these will ship out immediately.
Yeah, and Kevin, you mentioned it, one of the most important things for a collector, and we repeat it a lot, but the single most important determining factor of value in a coin is its condition. And here on this show, on the History Channel, earlier this year, a very sought-after item that we had, of course, a very limited quantity on. They haven't been available much this year, but we did have some first-year issue, 1986 Silver Eagles, certified in the highest grade possible, Mint State 70. We sold out of those at $700 a coin.
That's right.
You could imagine if you could go back to 1986, hindsight's always 20/20. Of course, we can't tell you what's going to happen tomorrow, let alone a year from now, but I like to go back to 1986 and buy as many as I could and have them in a 70 grade. You could, you know, if you had a box of 20, had you purchased 20 of them earlier this year, which I don't think we even had 20 of them available, it's $14,000 for a box of 86s. You could imagine going back 40 years ago and grabbing them then. That's an opportunity that a collector, you know, it's got that long-term collectability. And you've got the Silver Eagles. It is the most collected silver coin in the world today. And again, one thing I know for sure, I can't tell you what's going to happen in the future, but if silver continues on the trajectory it's been on this year, you know, of course, we've been talking about the metals all year long. Gold has been, you know, seems like touching all-time highs every other day now. And silver, just from the beginning of the year, it's up over 25%, you know, touching over $32 an ounce. You know, it's still got a ways to go to get to all-time highs like gold. You know, the highest it's ever been is right around $50 an ounce. It touched close to that in the early 80s and back in like 2011. Well, we're at $59.95 in a sonically sealed, airtight, shatterproof case. You get that box of 20 at $1,149. That's over a pound of silver.
Yes, absolutely.
And each and every one of those coins, the weight, content, and purity is backed by the U.S. government. They are 99.9% fine silver and very collectible. The most collectible coin in the world today.
Well, each and every year there are more and more folks that are collecting these coins, more and more joining the hobby. So when there is more collectors, there is less supply, and we know what happens then. We also know, and we think about, there is less silver being pulled out of the ground. And so we are, for nearly the fourth or fifth year in a row, in a deficit. The Silver Institute published an article that we are over 200 million ounces in a deficit this year alone. So it will be interesting what will happen in the future. Again, you've mentioned it, Corey. We can't predict. If we did, we might not be here, you and I, today. But it is, all signals point towards rarity, and we've got the condition here. So this is an opportunity that will not last long. Again, we are coming towards the end of the year. You mentioned it, Corey. Usually in October, we start the pre-sales for the new 2025, and when we transition to that, then we're done with the prior year. Now, we will go back and get these coins, but at what cost? Will we be able to do it at the $59.95 for single coins and $11.49? That's $57 and change for the 20 pack. You know, well over a pound of silver, as you mentioned, all in the most sought after, the most collectible coin, the American Silver Eagle Mint State issue, NGC certified, in that beautiful American flag. Operators are standing by. Do yourself a favor. Call now or get online, as this may be your last opportunity of the year to get the special NGC flag core label, certified in Mint State 70. Know that your collection for now and eternity is a perfect collection, whether it's 1, 5, 10, or the biggest value, the 20 pack. Operators are standing by. Also, csnmint.com. You can order this as well. Grab as many as you can comfortably afford now.
You know, folks, I got something really exciting here. This is one of the big licenses that are out there. So understand, here at CSN, we only sell licensed products, and we sell, the Fender guitars. Of course, it's licensed by Fender. When we sell the Barbie coins, they're licensed by Mattel. We sell the Hot Wheels coins, they're licensed by Mattel. So it's always officially licensed product. Folks, I got something really exciting here. This is one of the big licenses that are out there. So understand, here at CSN, we only sell licensed products, and we sell, the Fender guitars. Of course, it's licensed by Fender. When we sell the Barbie coins, they're licensed by Mattel. We sell the Hot Wheels coins, they're licensed by Mattel. So it's always officially licensed product. Well, when you're talking about licensed product, there's a couple of them out there that are kind of the supernovas of licensing. And we've sold them all here. But as big as any of them is Coca-Cola. Getting a license from Coca-Cola to do Coca-Cola products like this is extremely, extremely difficult. They're loath to hand this out. And when they do, okay, there's a lot of rules to follow. So what you have to do is you really have to adhere to the highest possible quality standards is what you're looking at to do this. So these particular 1 ounce silver Coke bottles were made by Pump Suisse. Okay, so Pump manufactured these. Of course, they're one of the finest fabricators of metals in the world. And when you look at the finished product, the 1 ounce solid silver Coke bottle here, you understand why. First things first, it's got this beautiful bottle, and when you look at that, that just looks 3D. Understand the colorized part of that is actually dead flat, okay? But it looks 3D because of the incredible attention to detail that they have every single part of that. And understand, Coca-Cola had to approve every single solitary part of that bottle, from the color of the Coca-Cola to the lid, to, of course, the iconic Coca-Cola, cursive script there with the trademark registered. And then on the reverse, we did something that has never been done before with the multi-bottle back. They released an issue of this, much more mass marketed, early in 2024, that was just, that bottle was on the reverse. What we decided to do is do something where we did the multi-bottles like they're sitting on a shelf, and understand those are slightly raised, and so that's what gives you this incredible 3D, look. Now, here's the thing about this limited edition of 2024. I am the exclusive distributor of these. I made all 2024 of these. I made all 2024 of these. And so when I tell you $149.95 is the lowest retail price in the marketplace, I am 100% serious. That is, you cannot buy this for less. It is 100% exclusive through me with the multi-bottle reverse. Now I want to show you something else. This is the thing I love. It comes, the packaging is this tin, and it doubles as a bank. So this is the way it looks. Okay, this will be filled, have your Coca-Cola bottle in it. In its, excuse me, It's got the acrylic holder that's, of course, exactly bottle shape. And so it looks like this old Coca-Cola vending machine done in tin, but it doubles as a bank as well. Isn't that truly spectacular? And so that opens up. Here's the bank part of it. And then it is just one of those most spectacular things that I've seen that is out there. So I love the display. And then this is the certificate of authenticity. What we did is we used an old Coca-Cola advertising, as you can see, sign that's on the other side. And down here you have the mintage of 2024. Each one of the certificates are individually numbered. So this is Coca-Cola bottle number 450. So they come like this in an exterior box, come in the tin bank, the 1 ounce pure silver, limited to 2024, with the specialized, as you can see, the specialized certificate on each and every one of these. Now here's the thing. So like I told you, there was a more common version, very similar to this, that was released early this year. The limited edition was larger. And what happens is the reverse of this was like just one bottle. It just looked like you turned the bottle over. And if you look at this, here's some of these, because they sold out instantly to a much wider distributorship. And as you can see right here, this one's from Canada. You can see they're sold in the United States and Canada since they're in English and French there. And that's 495 Canadian dollars, which is about a little over $350 US. Little over 350, and this were the lowest prices that I could find on these first series, if you will. And then here's some that are right here, $299 and $299.99 a piece. That's US. So we're looking between $300 and $350 for the more common, easier to get version that was made at the beginning of the year with a much larger limited edition than this one. This is the very first time these have been sold individually. Like I said, they are only sold through me. I made all 2,024 of these, made them available, and on television, the only place you can buy them right now is through us here at CSN. Us here at CSN. Anybody else that has purchased these has purchased them through me. Excuse me. And you're going to see them. If you see them in the marketplace, they're obviously going to be over $149.95. You might see $159 or $69 or $79 or $199, and eventually, I think pretty quickly, we're going to be looking at the $299 and the $350 that you see there. Now, here's the issue with this. We had already put this on CSNMint.com. We also ran a limited number of these with the Coca-Cola sign. Those completely sold out. We're already, a week or so after we got these in, it took us 6 months to put this deal together. A week or so after that, we are already 10% sold through the entire limited edition. Now, understand, we are moving into the holiday season, and when you go out there and are looking for gifts, if you have a Coca-Cola collector in the family or a friend or something like this, this is something they absolutely, positively, 100% do not have. And I understand that we're still a bit a ways from the holiday, but understand these will 100% sell out. These will 100% sell out because of the uniqueness, because of the price, because of the limited edition, because of where we're starting these at only $149.95. When the other, like I said, a similar one that was done with the tin bank right here, made a much larger edition than this, are already $300 or $350. So to be able to get this at the original issue price at $149.95, and I know that, and I guarantee that, because like I said, I made all 2,024 of these. I made all 2,024. So I'm really proud to be able to give you this opportunity to get one of the most limited, one of the most unique Coca-Cola collectibles in the marketplace today. Now, add that in, stack that in with the fact that each one of these bottles is 1 ounce of pure silver. That's the obverse and that's the reverse. And that is the very first time anybody's ever done, like I said, this multi-bottle reverse. I mean, that iconic bottle. I mean, Coke had to look at that, and I'm sure they looked at every single solitary one of those bottles under a microscope to make sure they were exactly correct, because that's the way Coca-Cola does it. That's why when you get an officially licensed Coke product, you know you're getting the best of the best. You know you're getting it, and I know those bottles look 3D. They look like they're jumping off that and understand off that silver. And the reason that is each one is slightly raised and rounded to give you that. And that's why, of course, we had these made by Palm Suisse, because they are the finest fabricators of metals out there in the world today. And so that when we have, all this fantastic licensed product, we love to do those through Palm Suisse, where they make these, Swiss made, if you will. Swiss made of an American classic that you're going to have here at Coca-Cola. Remember, it comes with the unique individual certificate of authenticity. Each one of those is individually numbered. This is number 450 that you're going to have. 1 ounce pure silver, and each one comes presented in the tin bank that you see right here that doubles as a bank, as an old Coca-Cola vending machine, 100% licensed, 100% exclusive through me. And so when you have this, it is the perfect Coca-Cola collectible. Get it now, put it in your collection. If you're looking for the holidays and want something your Coca-Cola collector does not have, this is the piece right here, because of its exclusivity, because of its limited edition, the fact that it's silver, and the fact that we have it at absolutely positively guaranteed the lowest retail market price in the market today. Get yours today. It's interesting. The United States Mint has finally started releasing some product. Thank you. It's been fantastic. And it's all just about to start to kind of hit the market. They're doing the 1794 Liberty medal that's coming out. They're doing the 1794 Liberty gold coin that's coming out. They're doing the very first privy marked American silver eagle, regular mint state coin with the star privy mark on it. All that's coming out is starting to take the market by storm. I mean, like the privy mark advance release Liberty medals are like $10,000. I mean, they're like $10,000 out there. So, it's just a lot of stuff going on. So I'm thinking, let's just bring back, just because I have a few of these, the original privy marked American silver eagle, which they did right here. Now, the privy mark on the American silver eagle for this year, it's a star. Makes sense. I mean, it's a star. It's, America, stars and stripes. But this is V75. This is, I think, of a little more historical significance. This was for the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II. And the United States Mint made special silver eagles with this V75, with the V75 privy mark that you see on it right there. The very first privy marked American silver eagle of any kind that you have here, since this is the proof silver eagle. Now understand, they only made 75,000 of these coins. And you're going, okay, 75,000, that's pretty rare? Yeah, it's the third rarest American silver eagle. The rarest, of course, being the 19S enhanced reverse proof, which in Mint State 70, Proof 70, enhanced reverse proof 70 is, what, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 for that coin. After that's the 1995 W. Okay, they made 30,000 of that coin with the West Point Mint mark. And NGC, that's a $10,000 or $15,000 coin. And then it's this coin at 75,000, actually 74,109. They didn't even make all 75,000. There was some coins that were damaged apparently. And so that's the total mintage. Now take it in absolutely perfect proof 70. Now take it in the specialized V-Day, victory label that you have there with NGC. And now you have something that's even rarer, and not at $5,000 or $10,000 or $20,000, but it's $799.95. But it's $799.95. So you go back to the original, and I think you're finding tremendous value on this. They also did this in a 1 ounce gold. In a 1 ounce gold, that is the rarest, 1,945 of those. That's the rarest gold eagle that the United States government has ever made. That you're going out there with that V75. I think that's a $30,000 or $35,000 coin. They made some half-ounce gold commemoratives that you see right here. I've got a few of those. The number's down there at the bottom. It's $2,795. $2,795. I went out there and found one of these. These are all made in 2020, by the way, the 75th anniversary. And here's this same coin. This is PCGS, 69 deep cameo, $15,000. $15,000. We've got it in 70 for $2,795. They only did 7,500 of these. So, of course, these were completely sold out. The silver coins, the 1 ounce silver coins that you see over here, those were sold out instantly, sold out within an hour from the United States Mint when they were originally released, the very first privy mark. And like I said, it's with the V75 for the 75th anniversary and, V-Day, Victory Day, that you're going to have with that as well. So the third rarest American silver eagle, certified perfect, end of World War II with the specialized label, Proof 70 Ultra Cameo at $799. I think it's really appropriate to look at the original as we're starting to come out. The United States Mint is starting to do more of this privy mark. And so, like I said, they did the Liberty Medal. And they did 1,794 of those with a privy mark in this new medal that came out. I mean, that one in the advanced release, there's no way you can touch that for $799. As a matter of fact, it's going to be for 10 times that for a medal, okay, the Liberty Medal. They're going to do it in the gold coins. Who knows what those are going to go for, 20, 30, 40, 50,000. I mean, I have absolutely zero idea what those are going to go for. And then, of course, now you have the Mint State American Silver Eagle. They've never done a Mint State American Silver Eagle with a privy mark, which is going to be a star, which has just started to come into the market. Those are selling for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. They're going to do 500,000 of those. Those are going to sell out. Those are going to be massive. It's going to be one of the rarest Mint State Silver Eagles that the United States Mint has ever made. In the past, they did the emergency issues, the Ps. They did the Philadelphia Mints. They did the San Francisco Mints, and they did those. But understand, that was just kind of a provenance of where they came from. That's a big deal. They didn't actually have the privy mark on them. This actually does, the first time they've ever done that with a Mint State coin. And so those you're probably looking at, some of the first days of issue and all that are going to be up in the $799 range, and there's 500,000 of those. There were only 75,000 of these. Complete and total instantaneous sellouts in 2020. And to my mind, I mean, look, the star privy mark coming out is going to be spectacular. Check, by the way, you can go to csnmint.com and check those out. We have the availability of some of those so that you can check on that as well. But this coin, I mean, really supersedes that in so many ways. I mean, I think it's so much better because that V75 is of such incredible historical significance with only 75,000. And it's the very first time that they've used a privy mark on an American silver eagle, proof or otherwise. And it ends up being the third rarest silver eagle, only behind the 1995 W, which is a $10,000 or $20,000 coin, and the 2019 S enhanced reverse proof, which is still what? Probably $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 coin. And then you have this, which is only $799.95 with this great, like I said, historical significance behind it as well. So with these new privy marks coming out, people are going to go back to the original. People are going to go back to the original. And so that's what we've got right here. The very first privy mark American silver eagle of any kind by the United States Mint is right here with that famous V75 that you've got there for the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II. And if you look over on the other side, I've also got a limited number of the commemorative golds. Okay, for the end of World War II that you see right there. This is the end of World War II, 75th anniversary. These are early release, perfect coins, half-ounce, pure gold. I went out there and I found this coin in PCGS in Proof 69 for $14,999. A grade lower in PCGS, great company, of course. We sell lots of PCGS coins here, but I've got it in perfect proof from NGC in the specialized V75 holder that you've got right there, and I've got it, as you can see, for only $2,795, 1/2 ounce pure gold. Only 7,500 of those coins were ever made. And of course, those were complete and total sellouts as well when they were released. But to go back to the silver coin, which is kind of the star of the show, if you will, with all of the new release privy marks coming out from the United States Mint. Got the privy mark Liberty Medal coming out. Those are going to be absolutely insane, thousands of dollars already is what they're looking like out there. And then you've got the privy mark of the regular American silver eagle that's coming out. There's going to be 500,000 of those with a star on them. Those are already selling for hundreds and hundreds in the marketplace today. But this is the original. the very first time that the United States Mint used a privy mark. And what a privy mark is just a little counter stamp on the coin to show something, to commemorate something. In this instance, it commemorates, there it is right there, it commemorates the 75th anniversary. V-Day is what they call it, Victory Day. You had V-Day in Europe and V-Day in VED Day and VJ Day, Victory in Europe and Victory in Japan is that you had in that. And so this is that V75, that privy mark that commemorates that 75th anniversary of the end of World War II. Only 75,000 coins totally made. Certified in this, we're only talking about a couple thousand coins. It is the original. I have it at an absolutely spectacular price, and understand as these new privy marks are coming into the market, this is where people are going to go. They're going to go to the original. Now, obviously, since this was released earlier, it is close to sell out as we speak. For those of you that follow me every week, you've seen me every week here for years, decades. For those that you don't, I've been doing this for a very, very long time. I've been selling coins on television for well over 30 years. I've been selling coins for over 50 years. It's basically all I know how to do. and I appreciate everybody that has purchased from me and us here at CSN over the course of all these years. I've been at CSN almost 25 years now. So people, friends, family know that I do this. I'm to some degree, believe it or not, recognizable. And people ask me all the time, whether it's through the mail or through emails or in person, whatever it is when they see me, Mike, what's the best way to buy silver? What is the number one way to buy silver? And I have, for all of those 25 years, had the same exact answer: American Silver Eagles. American Silver Eagles are the number one way to buy silver. And people always ask me why. First things first, it's an American coin. It's literally a silver dollar. It doesn't have to be assayed. You don't have to worry about its authenticity, depending, of course, on where you buy it. And I'll get into that here in a little bit. And it always has that 1 ounce pure silver, plus it has the numismatic component to it. They are easy to buy, sell, and trade. And so because of that, they are always the number one choice for buying silver. Now, sometimes it's not as good as other times because there's a premium that the United States Mint charges for American Silver Eagles because they are so desirable. And here's the other thing. The United States Mint does not sell these directly to the United States public. Regular issue American Silver Eagles are only sold through a system of distributors called, they're called the APs. They're the big distributors. There's only 12 of them in the United States. They tend to be banks. They sell literally millions and millions and millions of ounces of these. So the United States Mint charges a premium to these, the authorized purchasers, the APs. The APs then mark that up with an additional premium. What with this being America, and they're going to do that, and that's the price of the American Silver Eagle on a wholesale basis. And then you just go from there. That premium over the last 4 or 5 years has been historically high. It's been incredibly high. But over the last 3 or 4 months, that premium has finally come down to the regular historic levels, making the American Silver Eagle, again, the number one way to buy silver in the world today is the American Silver Eagle. Silver has moved pretty dramatically over the course of the last 6 or 8 months. If you've been following, you know that gold is at an all-time high. Gold is at an all-time high. Silver is still almost 50% below its all-time high. I always say there's a lot of mysteries in the world. There's that Area 51. There's those big stone things on Easter Island. And to me, the price of silver. The fact that silver is one of the most used commodities in the world. After oil's number 1, silver's number 2. It's used in EV cars. It's used in electronics. It's used in solar panels. And once it's used in those things, it is lost forever. We are currently in silver deficit in the world today. In other words, we use more silver every single year than is being mined or refined, to the tune of about 250 million ounces, 250 million ounces per year. Where does that come from? Out of existing stocks. So you literally have one of the most desirable assets in the world, silver, precious metal, that literally becomes rarer every single solitary year to the tune of 250 million ounces. A lot of people say, how about gold? Well, gold's fantastic. Look, if you take all the gold that's ever been mined in human history, you can put your hands on, it's going to roughly fit in this studio, a cube about 30 meters on a side. You take all the silver that has ever been mined in human history that you can put your hands on, it's about the same size. It's a cube 40 meters on a side. And even though silver traditionally, which trades at 30 to 1, 30 ounces of silver for an ounce of gold, that's the traditional, what we call gold-silver ratio. That ratio is out of whack. It is nearly 100 to 1 right now. It is nearly 100 to 1. All we have to do is have silver go to where it's traditionally trading against gold, and you're going to have silver triple from where it is right now. And if you're going to own silver, the best way to do it is to own physical silver. I think the silver that you can put your hands on instead of, kind of that paper stuff, that ETF stuff, I mean, that's all good and everything, but don't you want it where you can literally put it in your hands? And this is the American Silver Eagle. Now, from a price standpoint, $39.95. I have to explain to you. I mean, these always sell for a premium. If anybody tells you that the American Silver Eagle sells for the price of silver, they are wrong. They are lying to you. They're trying to put something over on you. They always sell. They always sell for a significant premium to the price they contain because they are limited edition numismatic collectibles on top of being a storehouse of pure silver. And at $39.95, with where silver is today, it's basically the lowest price that I have been able to do this for in years and years and years. The premium's down. Silver's artificially, I think, depressed out there in the marketplace. And if you look at our price against other big national companies out there, folks, understand they're going to be $41, $42, and that's for like a check or a wire. You use a credit card, 4%, 5%, buyer's premiums, convenience fees, you call them whatever you want, adds another $2 or $3 or $4 to the price of the coin. Or you have to buy 1,000 or 1,500 or 2,000 coins. You can buy one coin and get our best price at $39.95. The only way you can get any discount to that is if you buy a mint tube, just like it comes from the United States Mint right here, of 20, I can take $1 off. But that's it. We're working so close here. We are so close to cost. This is such an incredible opportunity. You can use your credit card at no additional cost. You understand you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. Nobody makes it easier to buy silver than us here at CSN at this price. Now, as you're out there looking around, say you're going to buy silver, you have to buy from a trusted source, from somebody you know. I've been here for 25 years. CSN's been here for 25 years. We buy basically directly from the APs. It goes from the mint to the AP to us to you. It's an unbroken chain of provenance. You can go out there in the world, if you're out there on the internet looking for coins, you see them out there all the time, and I got to show you this. So this is our box here. So when I go on the internet, social media, and I buy silver eagles that I know are fake, they go in the fake box here, and they're just filled up with all these coins that I have purchased on the internet that are literally fake. Now, of course, because I know by price, because I know what the United States Mint charges, and so like I got a couple of fake ones right here. Listen to them. It's just horrible. I'm going to put one up here so you can kind of see. I mean, they kind of do a good job. I mean, it's not silver, but I mean, they try to get it in there. You can see this is the real American Silver Eagle, and that's the fake one. You kind of got to know what you're doing. You kind of got to know what you're doing with that. I want to show you something else here. I'm going to grab this coin, and I'm going to put this. You can actually see that the edges are so much different as well. The edges are so much different as well. The other thing that the United States Mint does now is there's this notch that they always put in there, and that's the thing that you can always determine whether or not the coin is real. There's no notch on any of these that you see right here. So that's one of the ways the United States government has anti-counterfeiting technology in play here. So like I said, this is what happens when you buy coins on the internet. Hey, I'm saving $1, I'm saving $2. Well, you end up with a worthless pack of metal and a big old box that says fake silver eagles on it, just like we do it. Look, I do this so that you don't have to. Bottom line, Authentic American Silver Eagles at the absolute best possible price that you're going to see on television. Absolutely, positively. You buy 1, buy 20, buy 50, buy 100, buy whatever you want. If you buy them 20 at a time, I get you down to $39 a coin. I get you down to $39 a coin. $39.95 a coin is what I'm going to, or $38.95 a coin when you buy the 20. $39.95, buy 1, buy 5, buy 10, but buy silver. In an uncertain world, remember, silver and gold is the hedge against inflation. Silver and gold is that comfort blanket, if you will, that you have when things are uncertain in the world today, and they are certainly uncertain in the world today. American Silver Eagles, authentic from a trusted source, best possible price, no convenience fees, 30-day money-back guarantee. Now is the time to build your tangible assets, build your silver assets before silver explodes. Pick up the phone, get yours today.
Well, what is this saying? It's good to be king. With our position in the industry as one of the largest distributors, buyers of coins, we get propositioned and we're kind of seen as a safe haven for some of the smaller vendors that have extended themselves or overextended themselves in this case. And we were recently contacted by one of those sources, and we were presented with a key date, second year of issue, 1986 Silver Eagle. And we were able to negotiate and take on a tremendous amount of value by obtaining all of the coins that this particular partner in the industry had available and needed to move immediately. So we have here the 1987 NGC certified Mint State 69 second year of issue Silver Eagle. We have it at just $59.95 on an individual coin, and we do have the 20 coin box, the biggest value. It works out to just $57 and change per coin, $11.49.
Yeah, that's without a doubt, that's the best value. I mean, these days, and again, it's almost like a broken record. Each and every week we've been, mentioning how we've been talking about the price of precious metals since the beginning of the year. And of course, gold is just, it seems like every other day now setting all-time highs. Silver's still got quite a ways to go. It's up over 25% since the beginning of the year. This year, 2024 here recently is actually the first time since 2013 that silver's crossed over $30 an ounce, and now it has very recently here gotten up to over $32 an ounce at times. And we're at $59.95, a near perfect NGC certified 69 grade. Kevin, you had mentioned 86 there, and I think you meant 87, but we were talking about it before. We did have 86. I was thinking, Kevin, we've only had the opportunity to offer a few different dates on a 69 grade. And, 86 was one of them, $299.95. We had a near perfect 69 grade. And the crazy thing is there are less 87s in the market in both a 69 grade and a 70 grade.
This is more rare. Certified and graded at 69, MS69, than the first year of issue 1986. You're absolutely right.
I mean, we were kind of laughing when we got started. $59.95. I don't know how we're going to do it. Certainly not for very long.
Yeah.
And then we're going to offer a break there on the box of 20 that gets you under $58. Actually, it's $57.45 a coin. When you got silver at near $30 an ounce with the grading fees, you've got a second year issue. I mean, of course, we could never come on here and offer a box of 20 in a 70 grade.
No.
We very seldom over the last 6 years have had 87 in a 70 grade, just I think once or twice. And I believe we had them on for like 2 weekends. We sold out at $899 a piece. That's probably 7 years ago now. So we couldn't offer a box of 20 on the 70 grades. It'd be well over $20,000. We couldn't do it.
No.
In a 69 grade, again, we are in a position where we have have folks contacting us. And of course, we always tell you, we're going to bring you some of our most special limited edition offers. We can't just come on here because somebody needs to free up some cash and get rid of stuff. But if they can work with us and we can provide you, our collectors, with an opportunity at $59.95 on a 69 grade NGC, well, then here we are. We're going to offer you that opportunity. And one thing, Kevin, as we both know, it won't last long. When we offer a break on a box of 20, any Silver Eagle these days, I mean, if it's slabbed and certified in the sonically sealed, airtight, shatterproof case, certified by NGC, and here we're at a near perfect Mint State 69, under $58 a coin on that box of 20, Kevin, $1,149. Grab as many of those as you could comfortably afford.
Well, and when we go back to the year 1987, I mean, we're fast approaching nearly 40 years ago. It's amazing how time flies. But when we go back to this year 1987 and we see the coins, they were not collector items. Now they are. In fact, NGC started in the year 1986 or 87, I believe. Yeah. So this is one of their first years as a company to be around, and they really didn't start grading the Silver Eagles until the mid-90s. So the Mint is obviously aware now, and has been for a couple decades, how important these coins are, how collectible these coins are, how sought after these coins are. Their techniques, their ability to strike and manufacture coins has gotten much better. They've been able to produce over the past couple decades a very, very high percentage of coins that get a higher grade. Now, going back to 86 to 87, these first couple years, any years in the 80s, those first few years in the 1980s are just a very, very tough coin to get in the 69 and especially the 70 grade. Corey, you mentioned it on the show. We had the 1986 at $699.95 in a perfect 70 grade. We had the 1986 in a 69 at $299.95. So essentially $300. This is more rare, even in the 69 grade, than the 69s in the 86 first year of issue. So you need to understand the opportunity here. The opportunity is available for a short time because we do know that there are savvy collectors out there that have been watching the program with us for nearly 25 years on the History Channel, online now. So do yourself a favor, grab as many of these as you can comfortably afford because it'll go quickly and we don't know when we'll ever get this opportunity again.
Yeah, because we're talking about the most collected silver coin in the world today, the American Silver Eagle. It's been issued each and every year since 1986. You get all the way up to 2021 after 35 years. The U.S. Mint for the first time ever changed the reverse design from that heraldic eagle with the shield to the flying eagle. To go back to get those first 15, 16 years of the collection nowadays, extremely difficult to acquire. Certainly, like I said, we could never bring them on here in a 70 grade. We could never offer a break on a box of 20. We certainly couldn't offer a box of 20 at all on a 70 grade.
Absolutely
and at $59.95, again, I just want to repeat what Kevin said because it's very important to note. Between the major grading services combined, the Tier 1 grading services, in a 69 grade, there are less 1987s in a 69 grade in the market than the first year issue 86. The 87 is more rare in both a 70 grade and a 69 grade. And at $59.95, again, I mentioned it, we've only had the opportunity to offer a few different dates this year in a 69 grade by itself. Even the last time we offered the entire set, the date run set in the 69 grade, we were all the way up to $89 a coin. Now, you could find those in the market at our competitors for up to $95 to $99 a coin. So at $59.95, we are really bringing a tremendous value. It's difficult for us to offer individual coins on this set these days. And at $1,149 for the box of 20, this would make a great addition to any collection. If you're stacking away silver, you want each and every one of those 1 ounce coins to be sonically sealed in the airtight shatterproof case. We'll send them to you in the CSN shipping box. You've got an opportunity here, folks, that won't last long. So you want to go online, call now and grab these while we have them, because they will not last long at this price.
Yeah, it's important to understand the opportunity here on this coin and at this price. This will be a sellout, and once it is, it's very, very likely, if we ever are able to offer these in any type of quantity, especially at a 20 coin box, you're looking at over a pound of silver here, that we're gonna not be able to do that at what it breaks down to. I think we said $57.45 a coin.
$57.45 a coin when you get the box of 20. It's a tremendous value.
Yeah, it's an absolute steal, and we do see that the collectability on these has been rising over the year. They've just been tougher and tougher to get. In fact, about 2 or 3 months ago, we had a 1 a month continuity in the 69 grade Silver Eagles, where collectors would receive 1 a month for each and every year, and we actually had to put a halt on that.
Yeah.
So to be able to get this special year in, to be able to get a large quantity in, and to be able to offer it on air today is just a tremendous, tremendous opportunity for you. At $59.95 per individual coin, grab as many as you comfortably can afford. The 20 coin box is by far your best value at $11.49. Operators are standing by, and CSNMint.com. Call and order now. Well, Corey, here we are with one of the most sought after opportunities of the entire year. Pure silver bars. We're talking about the 99.9% purity here. We have 2 amazing options here for you as far as the sizes go. We have our kilo bar, which has been selling at a rate higher than we've ever seen. And we have the quarter kilos as well to make it a little bit more affordable option. Whatever works best for you, you're going to want to call or get online now. These will go quickly.
Yeah, $1,199.95. We were able to hold our price. The last time we presented these, we had them at the same price, and you've probably been watching us all year. We've been talking about it since January. You know, gold, it seemed like once a month starting out the year was touching all-time highs, and went to once a week, and then it seems like every other day gold is setting an all-time high. Well, silver has a lot more to go get to its all-time high, but what has happened since the beginning of the year is silver has gone up over 25% per ounce. It's actually the first time this year in 2024 since 2013 that silver has gotten over $30 an ounce. And now here very recently, it's actually touched at times over $32 per ounce. Now, these kilo bars, they are 2.2 pounds of pure silver, 99.9%, and based on the purity and the content of silver, they are IRA eligible. These are assay marked bars, so you'll see on the bar they have their own serial number, and then you get the matching certificate of authenticity, which has the assayer signature. You can see the assayer mark there from IGR with the hologram on the bar itself. They're laser etched on the back, and I really like these. They're always some of the most sought after ones we get, and we only use the largest refineries in the entire world. Istanbul Gold Refinery is without a doubt one of those proof, but I like the fact that these are proofed. So you'll get a little bit of that proof mirror finish on there. And, you know, they're pure bars, and they look very nice with that proof finish. And most importantly for you folks out there stacking silver is the purity on these. 99.9% pure silver. And, of course, we are not financial advisors. We can't advise you or facilitate your IRA. But based on the fact that they are assay marked and the purity being 99.9%, they are IRA eligible. Again, we can't advise you on that. You're going to have to talk to your tax accountant or your investment advisor, and you can make that happen. You'll have to do that on yourselves. But Kevin mentioned it. This is one of the most sought after items that we offer here for those of you folks that are maybe a little concerned of the state of the world, the economy, you're stacking away silver. This is our best value. If you want to get pure silver in your hands, the kilo bar. Now, one thing we're doing today, which we're passing a tremendous amount of value off, like Kevin mentioned, a more affordable option on the quarter kilo, 250 gram bars. you'll see $299.95. We're not charging any extra premium on the quarter kilos. So if
there's no convenience fees, there's no credit card fees. The price you see on the screen is the price you will pay. Many companies do not do that. They offer fantastic prices like these, but then when you get online or call, it's a different story when they add on the different
percentage for the kilo, even more percentage for the smaller bar. So we don't do that
industry
here.
well.
We never have. Yes, it's, you can use your credit card. You can understand that, we've been here providing collectibles and gold and silver for over 25 years. The phone number you see there, when you call, we're going to pick up. You can go online and you can know if you need to get a hold of us, we're going to be here. We're not a fly-by-night operation. We hear way too many horror stories being in the business for as long as we have, and this opportunity on the kilo bars, $11.99.95, but you can also get the 250-gram bar. That's a quarter kilo, 99.9% pure. Those are also IRA eligible. They're assay marked. You get the matching certificate of authenticity. We'll zoom in. So these top two, or all these here, they're still sealed in the vacuum sealed plastic, which it holds the certificate of authenticity. In this case, it's on what I like to call the front, but it's not. The mirrored surface is actually the back, and the front shows the 1,000 grams and the assay mark with that IGR hologram on there. These are always incredibly sought after, and when the market is like it is, and it's moving pretty quickly, if we have to pay more for them, we have to charge more for them. That's the only guarantee and the only way that I can tell you what could happen in the future. If we have to go out and replace them at a higher cost, we will have to bring them on the television show and offer them for more. And we had them at $11.99.95. Somehow we were able to hold our price, I believe, on a very large purchase. So at this time, I believe that we are sitting on several thousand pounds of silver.
Absolutely. And like I said earlier, we're getting more and more requests for pure silver. We're getting more and more demand for that. As supplies go down for us, we don't know what will happen in the future, but it looks as though it may lead to prices going up. So we don't know what the price will be in the future. We do know it's guaranteed now with the 250 gram at $2.99 and the kilo at $11.99. Now, we look at this precious metal silver and we look at the spot price. Now, per ounce, we have seen spot at nearly $50 in the past. That's the all-time high. It's not there now. It has quite a large room to grow to that. And then we also look at the precious metal itself found in the earth. And we find that it is at a massive deficit. All right, these are large bars. These are, Corey's got them in his hand. I wish you could feel the 2.2 pounds that he's holding. I mean, it is significant. But to pull silver out of the ground, we are this year alone at 2024 this year, we're looking at over 200 million ounce deficit is what the Silver Institute
you hear that?
It is a nice sound.
It's like a door knocker. I mean, this is like a brick.
Yeah, and to put that together is no small feat. Again, we're projecting over, the Silver Institute is projecting over 200 million ounce deficit. All right, so this is a 35 ounce kilo bar here. We're looking at over 200 million ounces in deficit. In 2021, the deficit was around 80 million. Yeah. So you see in 3 short years how the deficit is growing, what we're pulling out of the ground, what we're using in electronics, what we're using in solar, what we're using in all the electronics that require silver to operate is far more than what we're pulling out of the ground. And if that continues to happen, which looking at the past 3 years has substantially grown the deficit each and every year, we may see some very, very interesting things in the future on regards to silver.
Yeah, that industrial use is through the roof, and each and every year, new technologies, new electronics. What you mentioned, the solar power, the batteries. It's something that doesn't seem to be slowing down in our current state of the world. So the demand is there. We're going to continue to bring them in. I just want to point out again, on the 250 gram bars, now we don't charge you any convenience fee, but just based on the fact of when we have to go out and purchase this silver, we generally do have to charge a little bit more of a premium on the 250 grams compared to the 1,000 grams because we have to pay more for them. We're not, they're $299.95. There's been times in the past when we were at $11.99, maybe up to close to $1,300 for a kilo bar, where the quarter kilo would be, you know, $379.95, or if we were at 1,200, it might be $319.95. Right now is an opportunity I know will not last long on those quarter kilos at $299.95. And if you want to just stack up these big bricks, you could probably use a shoe box. You could, I don't know, you'd get 30, 40 of them in there, and then you wouldn't be able to lift it up.
Yeah, well, in the preferred collector division, we work with collectors one-on-one. Just within the past few weeks, I had a collector that bought 20 of these kilo bars at this price, and we see that each and every time we air the broadcast. Collectors getting multiple 5, 10, 15, 20, ordering online, or the number on the screen is the best way to get these into your collection, into your holdings at this price.
Yeah, because they will not last long. $1199.95. Again, that's 2.2 pounds of pure silver, assay marked, IRA eligible. It has the serial number. You get the assayer signature with the certificate. $1199.95, folks. Call or go online now and grab as many as you could comfortably afford.